Hey yo guys, what's up and welcome back to Two Toe Tags Metal Reviews, and today you're getting our first impressions of I the Mask by In Flames. So here we are, In Flames, dropping a new album, and I'm gonna say I'm hyped for it, but again, In Flames, good band, solid musicianship, solid sound, but just never something that I was really that into.
You know, it's a band that I haven't checked out much, but from what I have checked out, these guys are awesome, and I think despite how their sound has definitely changed a lot over time, I think they're consistently good regardless, and they've had a good evolution.
Yeah. So we're gonna go listen to the album for the first time in its entirety, and we will be back in just a moment to give you guys our first impressions of I the Mask. Hey guys, we're back. We just finished listening to I the Mask, new album from In Flames, in its entirety for the first time. And I'm gonna take the floor here and say that my initial thoughts are mixed, but leaning more towards the positive side. I did like what I heard. I was into it, I was grooving. There were some low points on the album that I just was not feeling. I got a few pretty low rated songs, but I think ultimately, these are songs that have definite potential to grow on me. So, an example of that will be song number 7, for example, We Will Remember. The song's got some positivity behind it, driving riffs. Okay, that's a note I wrote, it's got driving riffs. That was pretty consistent through the albums. Very good riff work on this album, very good guitar work all around. But the song drags on. Kind of drags, kind of boring, monotonous. Then you get songs like Deep Inside, track number 10. Again, positively, it's got a cool riff. It's almost like a Bollywood style riff in that song. I can picture like Bollywood music playing in that, with that song. I was getting that vibe, I don't know. But boring chorus, a little monotonous.
Everything else about it was just kind of...
Everything else just kind of bleh, falls flat.
That riff kind of carried that song.
My lowest rated song was actually the song after that, All the Pain. I really had nothing to even comment on this song. I was just so kind of bored and out of it.
The only thing you could think of is just like the guy's voice sounding like Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
He's talking about Elmer Fudd. I'm like, what?
I made a comment that Anders sounds like... I've always thought Anders had like an Elmer Fudd tone to his voice, but this song specifically, like it was coming out more, and I was like, he sounds like Elmer Fudd.
I don't see it. I'm gonna have to watch some Looney Tunes to try to make this comparison. Yeah. I really do not see that.
So yeah, but yeah, those are like a few low points on the album for me, okay? Well, potential to grow. On the flip side of that, you get songs like Burn, I Am Above, which was the single, Call My Name, Voices, the first track, I the Mask, the title track. All those songs were pretty damn sweet in my opinion. My highest rated song was the title track, I the Mask. High energy, you got triplet beat grooves into like 16 note double bass at like 200 and something beats per minute. Just, I love that shit. Solos are great, a little bit too short for me. The solos, I wish they were a little bit lengthier. But yeah, I'm kind of all over the place here right now, but I got a lot of notes here, a lot of stuff that I could talk about, but how about you? What about you? First impressions on yours?
Well, this album, you know, I know you were saying it's mixed, but more towards positive. I'm feeling very neutral on this album. I feel like it started off on a really high point, and then just kind of trailed like down a little bit.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was kind of weird that...
Yeah, they're on track 5, right?
Yes, but no. Okay. I liked the acoustic guitar sound. I liked the different direction that Follow Me, which is track 5. So,
yeah.
Because the first 4 songs are pretty aggressive, pretty, like, they're a lot harder.
Yep.
So this one went a different direction. And then my, right after that actually is my highest rated song is This Is Our House.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The riff is great. And you know, you mentioned the riffing is great on this album.
Dirty riff, dirty groove, dirty beats.
I love the chanting. At the end of the song when the riff's going and the chanting, I could feel the energy from it. Yeah. I really loved that.
That's like a bunch of kids chanting.
It is a bunch of kids, yeah, but you know what? It still sounds awesome.
Yeah, and it was at the beginning of the song as well. So
it was at the beginning.
That bookend feature that we talk about a lot, where the beginning of the end matches the end of the song. Yeah.
Yeah, but the ending, I don't know, it felt a lot stronger to me in the end. Maybe I got a little bit more used to it. Maybe just because like the song is, you know, getting a lot more absorbed. I guess by the end I could really feel it. My lowest is a tie between In This Life and Deep Inside. At that point, at this point in the album, this is near the end of the album, I kind of felt that things got a little bit too stagnant. The melody was kind of the same sappy thing over and over. You know, you were just kind of getting, the only thing that could save it was just different interesting riffs, which there was, but I felt that that's all it had.
Yeah.
Now, when track number 9 happened, which is Burn, we thought, okay, maybe this album's taking a really cool contour where you start harsh, you go to a different direction, go a little bit soft in the middle, and then you get harsh again.
Yeah.
And when that song came on, I felt, wow, I think we're actually gonna get this cool contour, but that was the only hard one. Everything else around that, you know, the song before that, after that, and the last two were all kind of just sappy, soft, the same thing over and over, which is annoying. I think perhaps they could have changed a little bit of the order of the songs, because the first half of the album, or at least the first chunk, is a lot harder than the second half.
Yeah.
So for most listeners, you'd start out at some point and then just kind of go down and stay there. Maybe it should have been a lot more of a roller coaster.
I agree with that. It's possible that track rearrangement could have helped the album flow a little better. But I didn't hate the track placement. Like I said, I really feel like that these songs that I kind of was rated a little bit lower have potential to grow on me. I really do. One thing that I will add is that as far as the song structures go and the style of each song, they all have a very similar kind of feel to them, where, you know, they start off kind of raunchy and heavy-ish, and then the choruses all kind of have the same kind of feel to them. Most of the songs have a key change at the end, which is something neither of us like. We're getting fed up with bands that key change at the end. Like,
it's just like the same key change that goes up like a tone or a semitone.
Exactly.
It's like the same one over and over.
Yeah, and it's especially annoying when I look at him, I go, you know what key change is coming after this, right?
Dude,
And he's like, he's putting like fake gun to his head, like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and then as soon as it happens, he's fucking, like, it's just, it's too much, man. Like, do bands have to do the key change after, like, for the last chorus?
I really feel that Follow Me would have been like totally awesome if it didn't have that key change, because I really liked the direction it was going. I really liked the emotion.
Yeah.
I really liked that song when the key change hit.
But
like,
what can they do? Alternatively, what can they do? Because there's something
Not
that they
key
have to do.
change.
But if they don't key change, then there's no punch at the end of the song, right? There definitely has to be something different, right? Key change is the way they go because that's traditionally how songs are kind of written. You key change the last chorus to make that last chorus stand out a little more. It's just like a punch at the end of the song.
Instead, maybe just make it busier.
You can make it busier.
Rhythmically, or just like kind of just throw stuff at them. You don't really have to key change.
You don't have to.
I feel like that's more of just a popular music kind of thing.
I think it's a lazy writing, to be honest. That's what I think it is.
At this point,
to an extent,
it kind of is.
Because it happens a lot. If it was like 1 or 2 songs, I'd forgive it. But if it's half of the album or more,
yeah,
then you're like, you know, you gotta try to think outside the box and be a little bit more creative with the way you're writing your song structures. But I think as far as the whole grand scheme of things go, that's a small beans thing to complain about.
Yeah, this album overall, at least from the first impression, I don't think it's that bad. I just feel that shuffling this album is definitely gonna help it. Because if I just keep going from top to bottom over and over, the second half is gonna keep bogging me down. So once I shuffle it, it's gonna give me a better perspective on how songs can kind of mix and match with each other.
Yeah.
At the moment, I do feel that this album could be like ordered better. It's just, how so? I don't know. You could. There's a few things you could do, but I'm interested to see what kind of direction that'll take for me once I shuffle the album.
Yep. But yeah, we're gonna listen to the album for the entire week, and we're gonna soak it in and get our opinions all primed and juicy for you guys, so we can give you guys a full and final review next week. But that's it for now. Is it for now?
That's it for now, guys. Remember to like the video if you liked it. Comment. Tell us what you thought of this album, what you think of their other albums. We want to know what you hear. We read all your comments. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We are getting so close to 10,000 subscribers. If you guys could help us get there, that would be greatly appreciated. Anyways, I'm TV Fish.
And I'm Vile Self.
We'll see you guys later.